FTA, a mutual economic benefit. Today, I stand before you to advocate for a visionary step that can propel our nation towards greater prosperity and international influence. Due to the rise of globalization and economic interconnectivity, governments signed the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade in 1947 to facilitate international commerce, which was later succeeded by the World Trade Organization in 1995. However, the status quo portrays rather controversial notions with ongoing trade wars. In this regard, the values of free trade must be implored to counter harmful protectionism. 2024 marks the 10th year since the enforcement of the KAFTA, established on the 12th of December 2014 between Australia and Korea. In retrospect, the continued need for FTA is that it provides bilateral benefits on a socio-economic level, as well as the nation's diplomatic relationship. Firstly, the consumer benefits are evident by both Korean and Australian citizens. In an increasingly interconnected marketplace, access to a wider variety of goods and services enhances not only quality of life, but also stimulates consumer choice and satisfaction. Not only does it provide access to affordable foreign goods and services, it further alleviates the issue of inflation and poverty. As essential commodities and services become more affordable through tariff reduction, low-income households are able to stretch their purchasing power further, a critical step towards ensuring economic equity. With the elimination of tariffs in practice, it reduces costs and increases positive competition within the domestic industries. Such competition encourages businesses to innovate, streamline their operations, and remain competitive, benefiting consumers and producers alike. Additionally, access to larger markets and resources facilitates companies to innovate and produce higher quality products more efficiently. By integrating into global supply chains and tapping into international expertise, domestic firms are able to elevate their standards and contribute more meaningfully to the global economy. Secondly, both Korean and Australian corporations directly profit from the established agreement. A year before the FTA, $410 million were spent on tariffs to Australia. This financial burden restricted business growth and limited economic exchange. Yet, with the reduction of import taxes, Australian local experts have stated an increase in sales, providing a significant benefit. Small and medium enterprises, the backbone of any economy, have particularly benefited from these lowered barriers, enabling them to reach new customers and scale their operations. It also further supported greater market access for the Australians' agricultural sector and manufacturing, including its service providers. Korean industries have likewise seen increased demand for their high-tech exports and automotive products, enhancing bilateral economic integration and reinforcing each nation's comparative strengths. The FTA creates not just trade volume, but trade diversification, allowing each nation to become less dependent on volatile third-party markets. Lastly, KAFTA goes beyond mere trade benefits. It has become a pillar of economic diplomacy. Through the aforementioned areas, it encourages improved investment opportunities, as well as multiple economic ties for both nations. With greater investor confidence and a stable trade condition, long-term economic partnerships have flourished, leading to job creation, technological exchange, and sustainable development. It further strengthens political relationships and geological cooperation. The FTA enhances South Korea's influence in the Asia-Pacific region and provides a global framework for deeper partnerships. As the region faces geopolitical tensions and rapid economic transformation, agreements like the KAFTA play a critical role in reinforcing stability and shared progress. They show the world that collaboration, not confrontation, is the way forward. Ladies and gentlemen, recently, Donald Trump has implemented tariffs, arguing that this will boost American manufacturing and protect jobs. However, this has thrown us into chaos, and therefore, This is why there's been a tariff war, and people will be watching how the situation goes. We too need to watch closely and have interest in this topic. Hence, I strongly implore the two governments to support the continued abolishment of tariffs, extending these measures to usher an Asia-Pacific economic bloc that can uphold the ideals of mutual prosperity. To conclude, by embracing FTAs, we are not just opening doors to new markets, we are paving the way for a brighter, more collaborative future for all. Thank you.
UNW, JEJU UNESCO Association, and the World Culture Economy newspaper.